switch. They saying you switch, you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause I on the wrist. My bitch, you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When it's not saving, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cars, ice on the wrist. Watch out, I never switch, I never switch, I never switch, I never switch. Ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist,
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Just as we were getting ready for air, both teams coming out of their locker rooms, out of the tunnel, and this crowd is pumped up as their Redskins get set to match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25.
Entering settings screen, you have 18 options. Menu narration option is set to office. Entering settings screen, you have 18 options. Menu narration option is set to office selected.
Drive it up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Here we go. Now to work. 51 to Mike.
Here we go.
Now Haskins on first down. That'll be caught right side by Reed. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now a man in his 13th NFL season, it's Adrian Peterson. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Now the second year back from LSU, it's Darius Geis. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 11 at the 39-yard line.
Hey, ready? What you want? Hey, it's coming out. Hey, let's go. It's coming. I'm going to come back to you.
On second and 11 now. Haskins. Caught on the right side, Reed. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Here's Geis. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Malik Jackson there to make the stop.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. 2nd down, Haskins. And this one complete to Reed. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 31-yard line.
I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. They go play action here on first down. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Looking to throw, Haskins. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Fletcher Cox in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Check 26, check 26.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Let's go, baby.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
82, 82. 5. Let's go. Here we go. Mike, number 53. Mike, 51.
Wentz going to throw. Flush to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day, all day.
Here's Miles Sanders, the rookie second rounder from Penn State. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on third. From the gun, it's Wentz. Aguilar has it. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a two-time 1,000-yard rusher for the Bears. This is Jordan Howard. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. On the toss play, Howard. And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs. Shotgun now for Wentz. Looking deep for his tight end, Ertz. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Update now from a game going on in Pittsburgh. And the Steelers there out to an early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
Back to the ground. This time it's Peterson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult 3rd down call now.
All day, every day, any day. 36.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. Looking for his tight end read, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Wentz to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. We're scoreless after 1. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession. They're up against a 3rd and 2 to start things out. Now Wentz. This is caught, and he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Deshaun Jackson scoring a touchdown against his former mates as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll give to Peterson out of the gun. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Let's go.
On 3rd and 1, it's Haskins. They'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On first down, this is Geis, and he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Geis with a carry on second down. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 43-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. And that is incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think of it.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Ryan Kerrigan, make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. Give him 6 on the run. It'll be 3rd down now with still a long way to go to get to the 1st down marker.
And it's 3rd down.
Go. Waiting. Check 56. Who that?
Working from the gun, Wentz. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Let's go, team. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Watch it.
Now a toss. This is Geis. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
So a 3rd and 9 and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And he finds McLaurin. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Out of the gun, Geis. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Throwing on 2nd down. Haskins, he's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Throw left side is complete to Reed. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Throwing is Wentz. Going to go to Clement here out of the backfield. A gain of 4 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now Wentz. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive? And Peterson, what happened? He lost the football. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Wentz. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
Well, it certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like that.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They'll run with a former Badger. It's Corey Clement. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And this one a 41-yard attempt. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. It's a second down run with Sanders. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. The Redskins on 3rd down, putting an extra man here in the secondary. To throw is Wentz. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction.
That's it, baby. The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Haskins. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Fletcher Cox in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 set in 2001. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. No.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. That's a 1st down and then some. A 32-yard pickup. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Peterson. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Watch the screen. Hey, watch that. Check line 54. Line 54. Here we go.
They run again with Peterson. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Out of the shotgun, Haskins. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox was sack number 23 on the year, breaking Michael Strahan's mark of 22.5. Congratulations. Here's Tressway now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. This is taken at the 15. 34 yards on the return. But for a moment, looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. They go with Howard again, and he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It was Jonathan Bostic there on the stop.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Wentz on target there to Jeffrey, busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line.
A gain of 7 yards.
Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit, and that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions, even when you're taking some hits. Sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that.
Here we go, Pac-Man. 180! Switch!
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that, because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Instead of a 3rd and 4, now they have to manage a 3rd and 9 after the delay of game.
56 to Mike. 56 is to Mike.
To throw, it's Wentz. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Ryan Anderson able to record his 5th sack of the season. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work. I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at the 20. And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
At the 18-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, here's Haskins. He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd down and 12 yards to go.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill. Check safety, check safety.
From the gun, it's Haskins. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here's Tressway now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. That's taken on the 25. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
1st down.
20. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning.
Right back to Sanders on 1st down. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Here we go, back. 280. Check 53. We don't want this.
They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. On first, they go right back to Howard. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Redskins scoop it. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Nigel Bradham flying in and laying the lumber defensively. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Now it's Haskins. And that will be incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. They're going on 4th down. Haskins. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Even though this offense doesn't have a single point to its name, they're not totally out of this game yet. A touchdown here, they could be in business.
And how about that last play? Now they've got momentum going, so you know I'm a big advocate. Get back on the line of scrimmage. Throw another play at them while you've got them rocked on their heels.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
High throw, but the catch is made. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 41-yard line. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Haskins now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now it's Haskins. He'll go over the middle to Reed, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 yards there, just like last play.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Now a run with Geis. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. On the ground, it's Geis. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Haskins will throw. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Brandon Graham in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Hopkins' kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully. Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position. With all 3 timeouts, I kick it deep and try and pin them back there. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Wentz to throw. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 22 yards there, a first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This time they face a 3rd and 2. On 3rd down, this is Howard. But Howard stopped short. He didn't get there. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away.
You hate to give the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead. But that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. 1 possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Philadelphia, the win is their 8th on the year, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Washington, they drop their 10th game now to fall to 4-10, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
kill it and did it again. But it's 10, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up.
Yeah, I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play me down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash and love to spend. Made it, kill it and did it again. But it's 10, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left